Welcome back to the water cooler, where admittedly it's been a slow go for good news, which is why we waited until now to release our segment. Fortunately, we do have a few things to catch you up to speed on, so grab a cup of coffee and let's get you caught up on the latest update. In a story that's straight out of the Twilight Zone, a chicken has been accused of murder. The Irish Examiner in Cork, Ireland, reported that Jasper Krause was attacked by a Brahma chicken that he received only because it had previously attacked a child. Krause was discovered by Corey O'Keefe, a tenant on the property, where he found Krause lying on the ground in his kitchen covered in blood, with a wound to the back of his leg. A trail of blood led them to the chicken coop and the alleged killer. While he drifted in and out of consciousness, O'Keefe said Krause kept saying, "Rooster." There is no evidence that this rooster has killed before, but a number of cold cases are being investigated to see if this chicken was a bird of prey. President Biden made a surprise visit to Kyiv, Ukraine, where he met with President Zelensky. He did alert Moscow about his plans, where one expert believes Putin probably thinks that Biden's visit is to urge Zelensky to negotiate a settlement with Russia. Rebecca Koffler, author of Putin's Playbook, Russia's Secret Plan to Defeat America, said that Putin knows there's Ukraine fatigue in the West. He knows the U.S. and Europe are depleting our weapons stockpile as a result of massive outflows of high-tech military hardware to Ukraine. And he knows that we are concerned about the China threat. But I believe Koffler might be giving Biden too much credit. I believe he probably said, "Take me to Ukraine," but he meant to say he wanted ice cream. Alec Baldwin is no longer facing firearm enhancement in the manslaughter charges. He still faces 2 charges of involuntary manslaughter in the deadly shooting on the set of his Western films Rust that killed the movie cinematographer Halna Hutchins in 2021. Baldwin has claimed he never pulled the trigger, but experts have stated the weapon couldn't fire without the trigger being pressed. While Bill Clinton famously got away with saying he smoked, but he didn't inhale when being accused of using marijuana, it doesn't look like this defense will work for Alec Baldwin. "I shot the girl, but I didn't pull the trigger." It just doesn't have the same effect. And finally, in a mashup of several story bulletins, Joey Logano won the Daytona 500 yesterday. There was also another earthquake near the Turkey-Syria border. And the people of East Palestine are still struggling, but the EPA has said that their water is safe to drink. And Alex Murdaugh is expected to take the stand this week, which will give him an opportunity to explain things like, why did phone records show that shortly after calling 911, he did a Google search for restaurants? Or what about his clothes that were changed before the police arrived at the crime scene? And why did he tell 911 that he checked the pulses of his son and wife and even tried turning Paul over, despite evidence that he called 911 only 20 seconds after allegedly discovering their bodies? And he didn't have any blood on his hands. Hopefully, we'll get some good answers. We will have to wait a little while to get the answers to those questions, but I will let you know as soon as we do. That's all for now. Thanks for checking back in. I'll look for you later. Same break time, same break place. Until next time, stay hydrated. And don't forget to like and subscribe.